YouTube viewers, this is Cynthia Michael from Screen Productions, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called The Secrets in Time Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'm going to try to do my best not to vision hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast will take to adult language. So once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will take to adult language. If you're over 18, this for you're good to watch this audio recording podcast. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Lupinranger versus Patrangers. Now, it's our boss. We see the Lupinranger along with Ranger X inside their Megazords fighting one of Deathful's giant golem monsters and one of Goth's safe foothead monster. One of Goth's safe head foot soldier monsters. So anyway, basically, they managed to get the liquid item from the safe monster, from the safe foot soldier monster, and basically they used the power. So basically they used the power of the Listen Kaiser Megazord, the power of the Listen Kaiser Megazord, and the Emperor X Megazord. They took down the safe foot soldier monster and the golem monster without any problem. So anyway, on top of some rooftop, Goss and Deathstroke was watching the whole fight from start to finish on top of a rooftop. So basically, that Deathstroke was kind of pissed that once again he used one of his listed items from his collection to help out Goss's safe foot soldier. So basically, it's like, what? Like, you owe me. So basically you owe me a listed item. So basically wherever you got to take down the Rangers, use your own listed items next time. So anyway, God said, don't worry, I already have planned. So anyway, down on the ground, we see a bunch of foot soldiers, normal Gangwitch foot soldiers chasing after a Gangwitch monster who was running away from them. From the foot soldiers. So anyway, the foot soldiers managed to attack. Start to make the core of the Gangwitch monster into a garage and start to beat the crap out of him until the Patranger showed up and looking all confused and wondering why the foot soldiers attacking a Gangwitch monster. So anyway, the Patrangers destroyed the foot soldiers, and the Gangwitch monster, whose name is Yoso, was thankful for the Patranger to save his life, and told him that I surrender myself. You can arrest me. So basically, like the Patranger was like, looking all confused, like, thinking this is a trick, but Yoso was like, taking it, was like, I'm surrendering myself to you guys in your custody. So basically, like, please take me into custody. So basically after hearing that, the Patranger, thinking this might be some type of trap, took Yoso into their custody. So basically, that's the Ranger X heard about the arrest. He was like, wait a minute, heard about the Gangwitch monster Yoso being letting the Patrangers arresting them. So basically, Ranger X is thinking that maybe this is some type of setup that the Gangwitch is playing by the Gangwitch. But told to Yoso that Yoso said he has intel on secret plan that the Gangwitch is going to put in motion. So anyway, basically Yoso So basically, Yosho said that he said, "I will give up the secret plan, the secret intel about the game's planned, upcoming plan if you if you give me if you put me into detective custody, give me a new identity and whatnot." So anyway, after hearing Yosho's demand, so basically Green, Red, and Ranger X was like, think that, don't believe this deal, doesn't, didn't want to give him a deal. So basically, Ranger, Patranger Red and Patranger Green tried to get the intel out of him, doing some stupid shit, during a stupid interrogation, tried to appeal to his emotional side, but Jefferson said, I want a deal. So basically, when that failed, Patrick Reed had come in the hilltop, dressed up in a bootleg Robocop suit, and had Gene Carter, the Hunter robot, dressed up as Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop. I am fucking serious. I am fucking serious about this. What I said, they had Patrick Green had Commissioner Hilltop dressed up in a fake ass Robocop outfit, and he had the robot assistant Gene Carter dressed up as Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop. So basically, when Gene Carter Commissioner Hilltop, Commander Hilltop went to go interrogate him, went to interrogate, Yosto, he was like, wait a minute, I saw those movies. So basically, he was like, yeah, those two are my favorite movies, but shouldn't you be, so basically he said, shouldn't you be, like he told Mr. Camille, like you make a better Axel than Jim Carter is. So basically, in Jim Carter, you will make a better Robocop than and then Commissioner Hilltop. So basically, once again, Commissioner Hilltop got another gist about him looking like Eddie Murphy from Beverly Hills Cop, from the movie Beverly Hills Cop. So anyway, like Pink, so Pastor Pink was like, you know what, enough of this stuff. Not with this dumb foolishness. So basically, she went in and asked me, if your information holds up, if you give us the information, we will get you a deal. So basically, Yoshi was like, finally, someone with common sense. So basically, Yosto agreed to his deal comes in. He's like, once his deal is final, he will tell them about the information about the Greenwich secret plan. So anyway, meanwhile, we see Goss at some weird laboratory, making some type of Frankenstein Greenwich monster in a secret laboratory with four body shapes on this Frankenstein Greenwich monster. So anyway. So basically, Goss is like, wants to, you still need something, you still need one more thing to be complete. So anyway, the next day, so basically the next day, Patrick Tate told Yoso, the Greenwich monster, who's in the custody, to saying that, your deal is being finalized. So basically, like, oh yeah. So Yoso was very grateful for Patrick Tate, and he told and he told him that told him Goth's secret plan. So he said that Goth is taking parts from other fellow Gamewitch monsters like myself and using them to make using these parts to something evil, using them to something evil or whatnot. So basically, Yoso told that, that Goth is taking parts from other Gamewitch monsters, and using them to something evil. So basically, Peppa Pig told the others, like, so basically Ranger X and the rest of the Patrangers along with hip hop is like, so basically, wait a minute, Goth is taking parts for other Gamewitch monsters and doing what with them? So basically, anyway, later that night, Ranger. So basically, Ranger X went to the Lupinranger's restaurant and told him the whole situation. So basically, there was one in the same thing as a Patranger. It's like, what is Goth doing taking parts from other Gamewitch monsters? So anyway, so basically, So basically, Ranger X told him that, I think the reason why. So basically, Ranger X believes that the reason why Yoso is acting all nice because of a listing item. So better than tell Pastor Pink the reason why why Yoso is acting all good because of a listing item, he told the listing rangers instead. So basically, but Ranger X is worried that he's getting too close, that he is getting too close to Yoso, even though yes, he's a dangerous monster, but the only thing the only reason why he's acting nice because of the lifted item in his body chain. So anyway, Ranger X made a call. So basically, Ranger X turns out the call was for his, to the global police headquarters in France to have Yoso transferred to their French headquarters from Tokyo. So basically, Patrick Pink was like, Patrick Pink was very pissed off about, about Ranger X having Yoso transferred to the French Global Police Headquarters. So basically, instead of, once again, he had the opportunity to tell Patrick Pink that, that Yoso is nice because of the listed item inside him. So basically, he had the opportunity to tell Patrick Pink that, that the listed item inside Yoso is making him act good and nice and shit. But he didn't even tell Patrick Pink that because Patrick Pink was very pissed off at Ranger X about I thought don't want to, and she said don't want to ride nobody, don't want to ride, we can't trust you. So that day, the Patrangers was transferring Yoso to the airport to have him send him off to France, at the. So, I love tongue tie. So basically, that day, the Patrangers were transferring Yoso to the airport. That way, he can be sent to the French Global Police Headquarters. But on the way, they got attacked by some foot soldiers. So basically, Patrick Green and Patrick Red gave the foot soldiers while Patrick Pink took Yoso to a safe place. So anyway, Yoso was so grateful to Patrick Pink. Patrick Pink, he opened up his body sense and gave Patrick Pink his listing item. But once Yoso took out his listing item, he went back to his evil self. So basically, that's when Major X showed up and said Patrick Pink, I was trying to tell you that that listing item Yoso was making him good. So basically, once that letter left his body, say he turned back to his true evil self. So basically, Patranger was devastated. She really had high hopes that there is one good gang witch. Out of all the gang witch monsters, there is one good gang witch monster, but her hopes got shattered after this whole ordeal. So basically, after getting over her shock, so she walked out and joined the others, and joined the rest of the Patrangers and and they took down. And they took down Yoso with the help of the Good Striker and Ranger X, and basically the game was over until God's facing style Gators monster showed up out of nowhere and started to attack the Patranger and the Ranger X. So anyway, Gosh finally showed up. Gosh said, "This is my new experiment. I call it the Frankenstein game with monster. I call it the monster game. I call it the Frankenstein. This is the Frankenstein game with monster. So anyway, so basically, God took Yoshi's body cells that was left of him, attached it to her Frankenstein monster, and the monster had 5 body cells now. So, and she added a lifting item. She added a lifting item inside Yoshi's what's left of Yoshi's body sets and attached it to her Frankenstein Gangwitch monster. So basically, now her Gangwitch monster has 5. Her Frankenstein Gangwitch monster had 5 body sets now. So each with a different listed item. So basically, one of the listed items powerless cancels out the future team, the Patrangers, who cancel the fusion team Patranger with the other 3 Patrangers. So basically, so basically, the Good Striker was trying to spread that. Oh no! I think I know what little items does that Frankenstein monster had inside his 5 body sets. But Patranger was telling the Good Striker to show up and combine the Good Striker with the Triple Team Zord and form the Pack Tiger Megazord. So once again, the Good Striker was trying to tell him that I think I know what Mr. Items does Goss's Frankenstein monster have in his 5 body sets. But once again, Pat the Red not listen to the Good Striker, tell him to shut up. So basically, they tried to do the finish. So they did the Pat Kaiser making a finishing attack, but the Frankenstein Gangwitch monster used one of the other 5 listed items in his body case to block the Pack Kaiser niggas or finishing attack. So basically he used the other 3 listed items to attack the Pack Kaiser niggas and force it to disassemble and send the Good Striker and the Patrangers along with their Trinity teams Zords flying into the sky. So basically once the Lupinrangers once the Lupinrangers showed up and saw the whole fight. So basically, Ranger X and the Lupinrangers after seeing how easy that after Goss's Frankenstein Gangwitch monster took down the Pack Patranger. Next episode, they watching horror at the giant size Frankenstein Genghis monster with just walking around the city and about to destroy the city, and they watched from horror. So basically, this is how the episode ended with the Lupinrangers and Ranger X looking at this new Frankenstein Genghis monster about to destroy the city and just looking in horror. So basically, this episode was pretty good. So basically, this episode was pretty. Especially how the way this episode ended was very good as well. It was very special. So basically, this episode was very expensive and also very funny at the same time. So basically, this episode had a good balance of comedy and also and had a serious tone to it as well. So anyway, like always, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it okay? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. Anyway, like always, this is Michael signing off. 1,